Data-backed and study-backed. Who has the worst response for ZEPBOUND and Mounjaro in terms of weight loss, and who's going to succeed? Also, my Wegovy friends, I'm going to lump you into this little mixture as well. It is study-backed, and I'm going to cite my sources down in the description link below. Let's dive in. Straight out the gate, the worst response for ZEPBOUND, Mounjaro, Wegovy, GLP-1 medications in general are actually going to be men, which is surprising to me, very much so, and also going to be people with type 2 diabetes. Men and people with type 2 diabetes have a slower response to GLP-1 medications per the study. And I'm going to go through and cite the study on my resources. The people who have the best response, are going to be women and people without type 2 diabetes. They're going to have, well, let's dive into the study. Typically, a faster response time, more weight loss. I want you to stay till the end because I'm going to talk about this study, and then I'm going to talk about solutions for you. I do not want you to be depressed. In fact, I want you to be uplifted, encouraged, and motivated, and you will be. So make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to give you some additional tips that have worked well for me. As always, this is not medical advice, simply my experience, strength, and hope. But I want to share with you why this is so important because it's going to help set expectations on ZEPBOUND weight loss. And if you're on Wegovy weight loss, or for Mounjaro as a type 2 diabetic, and your weight loss is the other category with that too, in addition to helping your blood sugars and blood panels and things like that. So what this is the article that I'm going to be referencing on here is from Medical News Today, written by Dr. Paul Ian Cross, and it was fact-checked by Amanda Ward. It was from the analysis of SURMOUNT, and this is from back in September, but the information is still incredibly valid about SURMOUNT clinical trials reveals that there's this, is that doses for women lost up to 24.6 of their body weight compared over to men who are only losing 18.1%, indicating a potential sex-based difference in the drug's response. I find this fascinating, by the way, because as women, typically we have slower weight loss relative to men. And by the way, I didn't introduce myself. If you don't know who I am, I'm Elizabeth. I've lost over 100 pounds on Mounjaro and ZEPBOUND the last almost 2 years. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary here in January. And I love, and I'm a GLP-1 enthusiast because obesity is globally affecting over 650 million adults. And so with this new study, it was the SURMOUNT-1, it's SM1. The trial looked at how well tirzepatide, that's the active ingredient in Mounjaro and in ZEPBOUND. Normally I have my pens in here, but going to Vegas, I took them with me. And so anyways, if you're like, where's the pen? With the SURMOUNT-1, it was looking at how tirzepatide works for weight loss with people with obesity or overweight who do not have diabetes. To further explore potential differences of how men and women respond to treatment, they did the SURMOUNT program. It was SM, included 4 clinical trials, so SM1 to SM4. Their analysis of those in their weekly injection of tirzepatide, the active ingredient in ZEPBOUND and Mounjaro, women experiencing greater reduction. So then, going over to the annual meeting of European associations for the study of diabetes, make that fun while you're sharing it, is EASD in Madrid on September compared tirzepatide to a placebo over 72 weeks to 88 weeks in 4,677 adults. 2,999 women, and of that men, 1,678. And so it goes through that the post hoc subgroup data analysis of SURMOUNT-1, SURMOUNT-2, SURMOUNT-3, and SURMOUNT-4 in phase 3 trials showed tirzepatide injections of 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, and 15 milligrams significantly reduced body's weight compared to the placebo with that in females. They went on to say, talking about the impact of the lead-in phases of sex on weight loss outcomes. And so testing these, they found that that people going through, sorry, I want to cut to the chase in this part. There's a lot of fluff in this, and then I want to cut to the important part of it. About women seeing a greater percentage in the placebo observed in the SM3 trials, where women were more likely than men to achieve 5 to 10% weight reductions within that. And so, however, the result of this post hoc analysis have to be interpreted with caution as they are hypothesis generating only, said Dr. Garcia Perez. Findings could lead, so this is the cool part of this information. We're getting into, is that personalized treatment plans is going to be a thing. The article is talking about that this is going to lead, now that we know that there's these different subcategories, don't fret, my pet. If you are a type 2 diabetic, you rock on with your bad self. If you're a gentleman, you rock on with your bad self. Great things are coming for both of you, as is for women and people without type 2 diabetes. But this is going to lead with this information and this data as we get more information. Because y'all, we're at the genesis. I mean, we've had GLP-1 medications for a while, but having this information now where we're really, really getting into the studies, this is fascinating. Is surgical patients demonstrate females were more responsive to medication, whereas both male and females showed significant benefits. A weight loss, surgical weight loss doctor was talking about this too. Prescribing providers to set more realistic expectations. And I think that's one of the important pieces of this. If you're just starting your journey, you're in the middle of your journey, or have a friend who's on this journey and you want to be a supportive friend or family member, setting realistic expectations. That's literally what I put in here before even talking about it. You guys can't read that. Don't even try. You can't even read it. Which, by the way, if Pam's watching, my turtle is in my suitcase. I need to put it on the set. Don't fret, Pam. I promise my turtle's coming in here. And all you beautiful folks from Vegas, I wanted to make sure I shared that. But going through prescribing more realistic expectations with that, I think is so important, right? From somebody who has struggled with morbid obesity, the pain, I would not wish that pain and struggle on even my worst enemy. That was painful. It was horrific. To live in that body was not pleasant as a result of morbid obesity. And I would not wish that on my worst enemy. And so people coming in to take medications when we know that one in 6, 1 in 5, 1 in 6, 1 in 5, there's a percentage that just GLP-1 medications don't work yet. Let me add the yet. We have cagrilintide, a new GLP-1 medication coming around 2025. Hopefully, it needs to go through clinical trials, but be approved for that. And then number 2, hopefully, that retatrutide is going to get approved. That's with Eli Lilly, hopefully in 2026, still in clinical trials though. So having these expectations going into this, I think that's a very important part of this conversation that we need to be having with these as well. We know in general, the study's not going through, I thought it did, but it actually doesn't. I'm talking about the type 2 diabetes part of it, but it is slower for type 2 diabetes patients taking these. Again, I'm not a medical healthcare provider. Always talk to your own healthcare provider. Simply my experience, strength, and hope of having a group with thousands and thousands and thousands of people and watching and seeing a ton of people have success and people who are slower, and it's type 2 diabetics who are a little bit slower, but still having fabulous results. However, if you're not having fabulous results on that, or this information plagues you, I want to make sure you guys know about one of my absolute favorite things is the magnesium breakthrough with BIOptimizers. If you are not taking this, obviously before taking any sort of supplement, talk to your healthcare provider, but I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with BIOptimizers. I take typically 2, sometimes 3 at night. I used to take magnesium breakthrough to help with side effects like constipation. Because there's 7 types of magnesium in it, it helps with a lot in my experience, strength, and hope. Taking Mounjaro and ZEPBOUND has helped with constipation, but also with muscle recovery. Like there's a lot of stuff with it. So like leg cramps, if you get leg cramps on there, general fatigue, but dramatically has helped my sleep as a result of taking it. I used to take a different magnesium that had 1 in it. This has 7. If you do the powder, it actually has in it 8. But the powder to a drink, I prefer the pills. That's what I do. I am obsessed. I have given these to family members, friends. Like I am obsessed with. At our Vegas meetup, I brought a whole bunch of bottles in my suitcase to give away as gifts for people who came to the Vegas meetup. Because it's made such a big difference for me. And I wouldn't share this unless I felt like it transformed my journey so much. of knowing that more than 70% of people are magnesium deficient and how much magnesium has helped in my weight loss journey, helped with my sleep, helped with my muscle recovery, helped with my anxiety, and particularly this time of year during the holiday season. I don't know about you, but I am stressed to the gills. And so having at night a very peaceful rest, I have the data to back it too, by the way. I've got my Oura Ring and now I've got my Google Pixel Watch that I've been testing. Go run, get your, and I can tell my sleep is dramatically different from taking BIOptimizers. Down in the description link below is the direct link, or you can go use the discount code QUEEN, QUEEN, to save extra discount. There is a bundle deal going on right now with Magnesium Breakthrough, but for limited time. So you snooze, you lose. If you don't, you snooze, you lose. But take advantage of that additional savings. It has made it's been one of my, I don't know, top 5 best things I've done on the GLP-1 journey, and there's been a lot of incredible experiences. I would not have been able to do things like horseback riding, wearing skirts, and a ton of really cool things: horseback riding, skirts, roller coasters, walking in a parade, being able to do these without my weight loss, and BIOptimizers has been a huge piece of that. Now, those are things I can control. I told you that we were going to talk about things I can control. I want you to get my free side effects tracker and my free ZEPBOUND checklist, linked down in the description link below. It's with all of my links that I have in the description link below, because I want you, if you are in one of those categories of being a man or a woman, or having type 2 diabetes or not having type 2 diabetes, if you're in one of those categories, start tracking your data. To me, you're being a fool if you don't, because having that data, everyone's data is so different on GLP-1 medication. And yes, we're finding out really cool studies like the one I just shared with the SURMOUNT 1, 2, and 3, 4, talking about that, about how we're seeing men are having slower response with GLP-1 medication. Knowing information for you of your side effects. Where's the best place for you to do your shot if you have any? For me, I definitely do. Some people don't. But you won't know that unless you track your information. If you don't want my free printables, then track it on your phone. Do whatever method works for you. I personally love a good tactile list. I'm very much a pencil to paper person. But if you want to do it on your phone, do it on your phone. I have found people are more successful when they do tracking of their own data, because they got the information right at their fingertips with it too. And if, for example, you're not losing as much weight as you wish, for what has worked really well for me are these tips. Number 1, making sure I'm in a calorie deficit. It's not calories in, calories out, not 1990s information. However, it's a mathematical equation. We do have to consume less calories to be in a weight loss. There needs to be a deficit, meaning it's a math equation, meaning you just need to be burning more calories and leaving less than that. For me, when I have weight stalls, what I can look back on, because you can see in my videos, I have hundreds of videos, and bless the people who binge watch my videos. I love you so super much. People are like watching videos from like a year and a half ago, and it makes me so happy when they comment the emoji of the day. I'm like, oh! Having that calorie deficit when I was in weight stalls, it's because some of it was because of my body, some of it because I wasn't accurately tracking. And it came down to me not tracking my calories in, calories out. Not 1990s mentality, but it's having on there, we have to have less calories. And so for me, learning portion size, best nutrition matters. Being in a calorie deficit used to terrorize me for that feeling of being crazy hungry. Now I still feel hunger, but it's in a very healthful place because I have a high protein diet, and high protein for me keeps me satiated. I'm almost 6 feet tall. People ask, I'm telling you this because people will ask in the comments, and I'd rather you just have the information to know. Because mine's going to be different from yours though. I have 1,500 calories in a day, 100 to 100, 125 to 150 grams of protein. I've upped it because I lift more, I walk more. I'm walking 2 to 5 miles per day. I do Pilates for weight training. And so I need more protein because I'm building muscle also. But the satiation, did I say that right? Satiety, did I say that right? Me being full. Let's just get me being full matters with that protein. I have control over that. Other things I don't have control over. I don't have control over the study. I don't have control over if I'm a man or a woman. I don't have control, I have control over, though, my calorie deficit. I may think I don't, but I do. And if you think that you don't, but you do, I used to think that. I had to go to a therapist to smash that belief. I do have control over the food that I'm consuming um, with a GLP-1. Without it, I'm in trouble. But with a GLP-1, I do. And two, the protein in which I consume. Y'all, I saw this amazing thing. I cannot wait to make it. I get so excited about my protein because I'm continuously changing it up to make it exciting for me. If you want to have a new protein shake, get the BIOptimizers Protein Breakthrough in chocolate. If you want to have more collagen, put in your hot coffee or your hot tea the BIOptimizers Mushroom Breakthrough. Like, switch it up. If you're tired of what you're doing, switch it up. Change the game so you're excited about what you're eating in terms of protein. For me, that has been key in this because if it gets crusty, dusty, and stale, I'm not going to make this a long-term lifestyle. But for me, making this a long-term lifestyle of I am so excited. I literally skipped this morning to my coffee and to my water. And I have not, I'm filming this right now at 11 o'clock in the morning. I have not eaten yet because I'm full. I feel good. I've already walked 2 miles this morning. I'm going to walk more later, or Pilates. I'm still debating on that. But that's because of protein focus for me from last night. I'm assuming, obviously with the medication too, but I take my shot today. Today's shot day. I should be I was supposed to say Jonesing. That's not right. I'm not Jones, but I should be really at this point, I should be pretty hungry. I'm not. That's me though. Some of you are like, oh, like we are all different. If you don't experience that, this is simply my experience, strength, and hope to hopefully give you encouragement and to hopefully spark conversations with you and your healthcare provider. If you need a healthcare provider, join Fridays, use the discount code QUEEN. They also do have compounds too, by the way. People are talking so much about compounds. We'll do that in another video, but I digress. You can control the calorie deficit. Number 2, you can control the protein choices that you have. Number 3, you can control your body movement. I am blown away. We have in our free encouragement group many handicapped people or who have physical limitations and physical challenges who are crushing it in terms of their workouts and making accommodations for themselves. You know what I've had? Ankle surgery. You guys know I'm like a mullet. Literally, I'm filming. I'm like business on the top and party on the bottom. I got my sweats on. And I got my sneakies on so I can go for a walk and just change my top later on. It makes it easy just to get out the door and go walk. But I have on my ankle, I used to have my ankle, I had to have ankle surgery. It stunk. It was one of the reasons why I've yo-yoed so much of gaining weight is I was off my feet because of ankle surgery. And so now I can walk because I wear a compression sock and I wear an ankle brace when I walk. Y'all, that does not stop me. Do you need to make changes and modifications because you have some sort of physical injury, limitation, or whatever? Talk to your healthcare provider about what can you do. One of our amazing viewers is like, I'm in a wheelchair, but I do a ton of arm stuff. Like things like that. Crush those limiting false beliefs. Break and bind those. And for me, I put them at the footstools of Jesus, but you put it wherever you wish. Break and bind that. You don't have to keep living in these old narratives. And I say that, I'll use my eye savings. I don't have to keep living in these false narratives because as I continue on this weight loss journey, I hate crying on camera. I hate it, but I get so emotional about this. As I continue on my weight loss journey, the more I realized how much I've stopped myself in life as a result of my weight. And how sad that is. It's really sad. I have a second chance at life now. I don't have to stop myself. I can go for stuff. Doing all the things, meeting you guys in Vegas changed me. If you were in Vegas, you changed me and I appreciate you so super much. Because collectively as GLP-1 patients, we have this amazing gift. And if you're able to be on these medications, that's a gift too. Many countries don't yet have these medications. I've been on for almost 2 years. I fully recognize the privilege and what a gift that is. And to be able to have the lifestyle changes that I've had as a result of GLP-1 medications, I will foreverly be grateful to Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk for coming out with these medications. And that my life has changed. And I don't need to continue living in those false beliefs and those negative narratives. I choose, because it is a choice, I choose to move forward with changing my eating habits. I choose to move forward with my physical activity. I choose to move forward in positive, healthy relationships. I am choosing those things. I choose to change my brain. I choose to continue to up level on a daily basis, which is why I do daily videos here on YouTube. Some days I don't want to do them. I will be totally honest. I don't want to do them. I do them every day as my commitment for myself and for y'all, because we are collectively moving forward to change our lives. This ish is powerful. It's powerful. And you can either grab it or you can let it go. I want you to fight for your health, and I want to fight for my health too by making these lifestyle changes and smash those false beliefs and smash those false narratives that aren't true. Because truly, I am seeing the world through a different lens now of, I don't have to have these false limiting beliefs. Why am I thinking some of these thoughts I'm thinking? I don't need to think that way anymore because that's not my reality anymore. Me flying and traveling used to be so depressing because I couldn't fit in the seat. Now I'm loving hopping on an airplane. Literally, I went to Las Vegas. It was a 24-hour Tour de France. I flew out there. My business meeting got canceled. We switched to January. I went out there only for a 2-hour meet and greet and the meetup. That was it. And why did I do that? And I traveled for hours, and I left at 4 a.m. and I came home the next day at, gosh, 8 a.m., 8 a.m. I did that. What was that, 48 hours? No, excuse me, 28 hours. I did that 28-hour travel. I did that because y'all had committed to come see me, and I wasn't gonna let you guys down. People flew in from Washington State, Chicago, drove 6 hours. I mean, I was not gonna change, people changed their work schedules. I was not gonna come. I'm saying all that to smash the false narrative and false belief that I can't travel, I can't do these things. I can. So what in your life do you need to work on in terms of your mindset to go through to smash? If you are in one of these categories, I'm not saying the worst response, we all have our blessings and our giftings, and don't let that limit you. Take it as I get the opportunity to work on these things. Again, changing that mindset. I get the opportunity. I have the choice, because we do. And what a gift that is. I've talked a lot today. I'm gonna shift gears over here. Hopefully I didn't mess up my makeup. It looked good this morning. It looked good. I forgot to put my earrings on, but my makeup did look good this morning. So I wanna stop crying so I don't mess it up. Our emoji of the day is gonna be a coffee mug, and I'm gonna give you a big old cheers because my coffee is strong during this holiday season. If you are stressed, literally, I'm so grateful for my magnesium breakthrough to help me with my sleep. Use the discount code QUEEN. You can get that down below. Your accountability question: what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Emoji of the day. People are like, why do you do an emoji of the day? The coffee cup. Today's emoji. I do that so I can get to know you better because I care. You know why? One of our amazing, fabulous, beautiful people I met in Vegas was Joanne. I knew Joanne before I knew Joanne. I knew Joanne because her name has appeared over and 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 over in the comments. And I'm like, Joanne, I love you. I love you without even having ever put our eyeballs meeting each other. And so that's why I'm saying, like, I want to get to know you better because I truly do care. There's thousands of you. There's one of me. And this is an easy way for me to get to know as many people as possible as I physically can with emoji of the day. It seems trite, but it really is. It really is this amazing, fabulous community of where I will know you, of seeing your name, the pattern recognition of it. Like Peter. It's one of our gentlemen on here, which, by the way, Peter, and we have so many dudes in the Countess of Shopping audience. We have counts and countesses. Our counts are crushing it too. Really, do not let this data, if you're a gentleman or type 2 diabetic, deter you. Use it as motivation. Use it as fuel. Because you do. People like Peter, for example, who are, like, Peter's crushed it. Peter's in great shape. I love hearing it. And you know how I know Peter? Through the comments. Us literally, like, the pattern recognition. Okay, I've talked enough. Whoop. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Have a great day. Happy holidays. Bye, friends.